Well, leaders of 3 large public school districts are on Capitol Hill this morning answering questions on how they've handled anti-Semitism on their campuses. The school leaders are from New York City, Berkeley, California, and Montgomery County, which is in Maryland, all of which have large Jewish populations. And this is the latest hearing in the House GOP's ongoing investigation into anti-Semitism in American schools.
It's hard to grasp how anti-Semitism has become such a dominant force in our K-12 schools. Some kids as young as second grade are spewing Nazi propaganda, which begs the question, who has positioned these young minds to attack the Jewish people?
Earlier this year, the same committee held the firing hearing, which resulted in college presidents of Harvard and UPenn resigning from their position. So I would like to welcome in now Marci Miller, who is the Senior Education Counsel with the Brandeis Center, which is a nonprofit focused on advancing the civil rights of Jewish people. Marci, thank you so much for your time. First of all, just talk about some of the specific incidents happening to Jewish students in schools right now.
There have been horrendous incidents of anti-Semitism that we've seen since October 7th. There was some underlying anti-Semitism before that. It really exploded after October 7th. Calls to kill the Jews, to eliminate Israel, marches where students are shouting KKK, swastikas on hallways at schools. Generally, children feeling unsafe and feeling that they need to hide their Jewish identities.
And Marci, talk about the ages of these, because, we've been seeing these protests on college campuses, but we are talking students that are a lot younger than college age here.
Yes, all the way down to elementary school. We have incidents reported in second grade, all the way through high school. This is definitely not starting when students are getting to college, but we're seeing the roots of this growing from elementary school on.
And Marci, what have you been hearing from students, from parents? What are some of their fears?
They're feeling unheard. Their children are safe. They must send them to school. These are public schools in communities, and their children are telling them that they don't feel safe and that they don't feel that they can disclose who they are to their peers. And when the parents are reporting these incidents, the complaints are going largely unheard and unresolved.
And what is your reaction to this effort by House Republicans to address anti-Semitism? Are you satisfied with what you're seeing, at least so far?
I'm very pleased that the attention was called to the K-12 schools in our country. I think it's very important to focus on this education, this mandatory education in our country. All students have the right to feel safe at school and to learn in a discrimination-free environment, even Jewish students. And that is not what we're seeing. I'm so pleased that that was recognized by Congress. So far, what I've seen in the hearings today, I'm very pleased with the questions that are being asked. Very specific questions about what is being done and what is being taught in these schools.
And as I said at the top of this, Marci, we have seen some university presidents resign after appearing on Capitol Hill. I don't know that that is what you would like to see when it comes to the leaders of these public schools, but what would you like to see happen next? What are some of the next steps that would make this better?
Well, with the Berkeley Public Schools, there is an investigation by the Department of Education's Office for Civil Rights, which is not intended to be an adversary process. It's intended to be a process where they work with the schools and the districts to address discrimination, which is what we would like to see. We would like to see strong statements opposing any form of anti-Semitism, discipline for teachers and students and administrators who act with discriminatory intent and motives and continue to teach discriminatory curriculum in the classroom. And we would like to see a completely discrimination-free environment for all students, including Jewish students.
Absolutely. Marci Miller with the Brandeis Center, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.